Recognition Night 2007. Please turn your attention to center field, where we will introduce the senior members of this team that has made such a significant contribution to the high quality of soccer in the township, the school district, and the region. We have reason to be very proud of the talent, skill, dedication, hard work, and accomplishments and character of each one of these fine young men, both on and off the soccer field. We joyfully honor them tonight. Before introducing our seniors, we would like to take time to recognize the seniors from our guest team, Linsly Academy. They are midfielder Vince Rulo, defender Mike Dugas, midfielder Kevin Riley, defender Evan Sinkovich, keeper Eric Schmalz, and midfielder Nader Satari. Let's have a round of applause for the seniors from Linsly Academy High School. Ladies and gentlemen, our first introduction this evening is defender Christopher Burke, son of Tom and Mary Ann Burke. Chris is a 3-year varsity team starter and was named player to watch in his sophomore year. Chris's school activities include Spanish club, SAD, and athletes taking action. His academic achievements include honor roll and student of the year nominee. Chris's outside interests include being a member of Arsenal FC and hanging out with his friends. His future plans are to attend college and play soccer. His greatest athletic thrill was beating Char Valley during his sophomore year in overtime. Christopher Burke. Our next senior is midfielder Vince DeLomo, son of Greg and Polly DeLomo. Vince was named a player to watch and received an honorable mention. Chris's club soccer team placed 4th in the state cup tournament. He also participates in the USC wrestling program. Vince's outside interests include snowboarding, hanging out with friends, and playing video games. His future plans are to attend college. Vince's greatest athletic thrill was coming from behind to beat Chartiers Valley in 2005. Vince DeLomo. Our next senior is midfielder Colin Faduska, son of Rick and Barb Faduska. Colin lettered 3 years as a Panther in soccer. His academic achievements include being nominated for Student of the Year, being inducted into the National Honor Society, and highest honor roll for 3 years. Colin also lettered 2 years in USC wrestling. In his free time, he enjoys skiing, hanging out with his friends, and playing street hockey. Colin plans to attend college. His greatest athletic thrill is winning Seven Springs Mogul competition 2 years in a row. Colin Faduska. Our next senior is goalkeeper Mark Haas, son of Bob and Ann Haas. Mark, a 3-year varsity starter, is a member of the STM Soccer Club and is their starting goalkeeper. He was named player to watch in 2006 season by the Almanac and was named to the 2006 Kickoff Classic All-Tournament team. In his spare time, Mark has his own grass cutting business. He enjoys going to the beach and spending time with his brothers and sisters. Mark plans to attend college and play soccer. His greatest athletic thrill was playing in his first section game against Char Valley, coming in the game at halftime and coming back to tie the game and winning it in overtime in his sophomore year. Mark Haas. Our next senior is midfielder forward Eric Kasanich, son of Norm and Kathy Kasanich. Eric is an honor roll student who also is a member of the Latin Club. He also participates on the USC track and field team in the winter and spring season, where he was a track state qualifier. In his spare time, Eric enjoys playing the guitar and hanging out with friends. He plans to attend college and study business. His greatest athletic thrill is winning soccer games and soccer tryouts. Eric Kasanich. Our next senior is midfielder Andrew Lee, who is son of Peter and Elaine Lee. Andrew is also a member of the National Honor Society and has achieved highest honor roll. He participates in Math League and enjoys golfing, recreation basketball, playing video games, and traveling. Andrew plans to attend college. His greatest athletic thrill is winning back-to-back state championships with his cup team, Andrew Lee. Our next Senior is defender Jimmy McCurry, son of Brian and Barbara McCurry. Jimmy is a member of National Honor Society and has achieved highest honor roll. He is an executive officer for FBLA. He also participates in track. In his free time, he hangs out with friends and enjoys skiing and playing roller hockey. Jimmy plans to attend college. Jimmy McCurry. Our next senior is Rob Merritt, son of Rob and Amy Merritt. Rob plays midfield and forward for the Upper St. Clair team. Rob has played soccer for 3 years and has lettered in soccer. His school activities include Athletes in Action and Honor Roll. Rob also plays cup soccer. His outside interests include recreation basketball and softball. Rob plans to attend college. Rob Merritt. Our final senior this evening is defender Kevin Steen, son of Jim and Colette Steen. Kevin was a Student of the Year nominee, achieves high honor roll, and serves as a member for Athletes Taking Action. He also plays USC baseball. His outside interests include golfing and architecture. Kevin plans to attend college and pursue architecture as a career. His greatest athletic thrill was hitting 2 home runs in 1 game. Kevin Steen. On behalf of the seniors, as well as the entire boys varsity soccer team, the soccer boosters extend their sincere gratitude to all the loyal soccer fans in the school and community for their support of these young men during all the years in which they have played the sport they love. Also, thank you to the cheerleaders for their spirit and support. A special thank you to all the parents and coaches who were so vital to their growth as players and as fine young men. Also, thanks to the boys for all the fun, pride, and special memories. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for the senior members of the 2007 Upper St. Clair soccer team. Go get them, Panthers.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Panther Soccer. I'm Gavin Williams, the voice of the Panthers. By my side is Bob Hass tonight, and it's a special occasion tonight. It's senior night, and we're kicking off the festivities by facing the Linsly School out of Wheeling, West Virginia. Panthers coming off a big win on Thursday, probably their biggest win of the year, a 3-2 victory over the Chartiers Valley Colts, and their record now is 8-4-1 overall, and a sterling 7-2 in Section 5, which is good for second place right behind Peters. Bob, it looks like the momentum is squarely with the Panthers right now.
Right after that big game on the other day against Chartiers Valley, we're looking at a senior-laden lineup on senior recognition night. Starting with Chris Burke in the back, Vince DeLomo as a midfielder, Colin Fiduska as another midfielder, Eric Castanich will get a chance to play tonight, Mark Hastings goal, Andrew Lee as a forward, Jimmy McCurry as another forward, Rob Merritt as a midfielder, Kevin Steen in the back. And the 2 underclassmen playing with them are going to be Danny Poljak, and we've got Michael McCurry.
And it's great to see all these seniors in the lineup. The seniors have been very strong in this recent hot stretch the Panthers have had. We've got an outstanding goaltending out of Mark Hast, and Chris Burke's really anchored the back line very well. Vince has been steady in the midfield, and that's what you want to see, leadership, and from your veteran players, that's what we've seen. Right. So we're underway here. Linsly is going from right to left. They are in their road black uniforms. The Panthers are in their home whites, all white in fact, going from left to right. Right away, Linsly centering a ball, kind of a dangerous ball. Mark Hast off his line, no problem. Mark getting into the game here warm. Made a couple of huge saves to preserve a 3-2 win against Char Valley, and he's riding a real hot streak in net. This is Vince in the middle, tapping to Chris Burke, and we got tons of space here. Danny Poljak, he touches middle. Vince DeLomo, touching wide. McCurry looking for Rob Merritt, almost finds him, But it's going to go for a Linsly turnover.
Okay.
Is that Kevin Steen?
Kevin Steen is in yet.
He's in the back
He's
line.
on the back right side. So we've got two brother combinations, the McCurrys and the Steens out there.
And I usually just use Steen and McCurry, so I'm going to have to watch myself to specify.
Okay, again, we're going to play possession ball, kind of a typical Panthers start. And they're going to try to get the field, these 9 seniors out on the field that don't normally play together.
Yeah, it is a little bit tough. They've developed some chemistry, the guys who've been out there, but there's a lot of talent. It's a very deep team, and I think you're going to see that. That's a nice little switch fields. This is Kevin Steen to Vince. Vince is going to go down the line. He's going to try to spring. Is that Kasanich?
Yes, Eric Kasanich on the right side making a run, throwing for the Panthers deep in Linsly's zone.
And this is quite a weapon for the Panthers if you're just tuning into our telecast for the first time. This is Dan Poljak. He's a central defender, but he also triggers the throw-ins from deep in the other team's territory. He has a big, long throw. It's almost as good as a corner. And here it is, deep into the box. Headed back to the goalie and harmlessly. But once we start generating more numbers for it, I think you're going to see more dangerous opportunities from Danny on throw-ins.
Eric Schmutz is a keeper for Linsly, punts past midfield. Panthers try to control.
Nice little fancy ball work here to the outside, using the right side. He's going to get challenged here. Now touches forward.
Jimmy McCurry working the left side on defense.
I think I was out of bounds. Bob, do we know anything about this Linsly team?
Well, when we got the word, they are 14-1, and it's a small boys academy out of Wheeling, West Virginia. Usually they play in our kickoff classic, but since that was discontinued this year, we've gotten them on the regular schedule.
I mean, even if you're playing against small schools, 14-1 is 14-1, so look for it to be a good matchup.
Vince looking forward. And Eric Kasanich has the speed to lock him in. In the corner.
Nice little crossover. Using the wing nicely, a little give and go. And touches up. Vince is going to have a lot of time if he can settle here. He does. Now he goes wide. And there's some extra space here. This is Jimmy McCurry.
Back to Michael.
Touching to his brother. It's deep into the box. It's played. Kasanich runs onto it. He's got a little space here.
Gonna take
nice
a
little
shot.
turn. Can we get there?
Right.
Oh, it
Loose.
sneaks through. It's loose. Oh, I think it's
Confident.
off the post. Oh, my gosh.
The weak side's been consistently open on any of our rushes. Colin Faduska did come in, make the closer, and the goalkeeper went post to post to make that stop.
Boy, Rob Merritt was charging in, and the goalie dove, and it just kind of got through everybody. That was some nice work by Kasanich up the right wing.
We'll try to set up Coach Snyder's play format here. It looks like he's playing 3 up top. He's playing, again, 4 midfielders, and he's playing 3 in the back.
Well, this is the lineup they switched to against Chartiers Valley, which was very effective. It created a lot more offense. A lot of the year we've had 2 up, and a flat back 4. This is a flat back 3, and Danny Poljak's the central defender. He kind of alternates with Chris Burke in that spot. It's been very effective.
Yes.
And this is Poljak and Burke playing catch. Now we go up the wing to Jimmy McCurry. He's got space. He's going to use it to Vince. Going to Kasanich. Andrew Lee was running on it. It's muffed. Kasanich is still battling. Good aggression. It's not going to get wide enough for a throw here. They're going to turn. Linsly goes up the wing. Nobody home. Kevin Steen with a nice settle. Mike McCurry. Back to Steen. Trying to play with it in space. Can't do so. Here comes Linsly.
Looks like we're trying to create some more movement off the ball, too. These seniors who have been playing together, even in practices, that type of thing, are looking to make runs, and we're looking forward.
And I think that's been one of the difference in terms of establishing offense. We've scored a lot more goals recently, got a lot more movement. And McCurry probably smart getting it out of his own end, giving the Panthers a chance to run onto it. Linsly has the new Nike jerseys, very sharp, like the national team.
He didn't want to go back to his keeper coming up the left side of the field.
Touches middle. They're trying to play
3
some
nice
possession
touches,
now.
yep.
They do. They get a long ball switch fields here. I think that's going to go harmlessly out of play. And McCurry's going to trigger it back into Chris Burke. He's going to get the switch fields. Kevin Steen's got a lot of room here if he wants it, and he's going to take advantage. Plays it up. Beautiful ball to Merritt at his feet. Rob can't quite settle it. And it's touched forward by Linsly using the middle of the field. Nice little turn. Little space, going to try to get a through ball. Good play by Vince to break that up. Here comes Colin.
Colin Fiduska's been playing strong, too, on the outside wing. If they can find him, there's a scoring chance on a lot of runs.
Now Colin's their leading assist man. He does a lot of work up the wing with his superior speed. This is Lee. Now Vince. Playing forward. They're getting their wing defenseman into the attack a little bit, which is good. They got some room. Here's Colin. Can he run onto it? Good seal by the Linsly defenseman.
It'll be a kick by the goalkeeper.
It'll be interesting to see as this game plays out. That's one thing to notice. That's not generally the way the Panthers trigger their attack, but there's tons of room up each wing for the defense to kind of creep into the attack.
And that kind of set up that first chance with Casanich working across the goal mouth.
They go long up the wing here. It's headed on with a flick. Burke plays it nicely, trying to switch fields, but Linsly's right there. Touch in middle. Andrew did a nice job checking back there.
It'll be interesting to see also how long Coach Snyder lets these guys go together as a group. They stay in the game. It'll be nice to see a lot of these guys get some playing time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, winning a game is important, but a senior night is a very, very important festivity. Everybody remembers their senior night. Touched wide, Kevin Steen goes down the wing. It's Casanich. Touches middle, good decision. Vince has time, now he runs out. Going wide, can Colin get there? He will. Touches back on, miscommunication. Here comes Linsly.
Jimmy McCurry tried to overlap and the pass went behind him.
But Chris Burke, as usual, standing like a stone wall, deflecting the pass and giving the Panthers time to regroup, get some defensive numbers back. Touch wide, here they go. It's a good move.
Okay. On the.
Oh, they're calling it just outside the box, it looks like. Interesting. So I guess we got a dangerous set piece just outside the goal box, deep in Panther territory here.
Linsly, offensive player, went to the corner, beat two defenders, and started sneaking around the back, and then was taken down.
It was a beautiful move. I give him credit. This is a tough situation for the Panthers early in the game. Nice cross, headed on. Mark Hass, no problem, coming out of his cage.
First time touching the ball. Mark Hass does a drop kick, clears almost to the 35 on the
Rob Merritt, nice little head on.
Nice.
Casanich has some space here. He's looking to strike it. He does.
Oh.
Nice strike by Casanich. Really hit that beautifully. A little volley in front of him, just over and wide, but a very dangerous scoring attempt from Casanich. Good work.
Missed by a couple of feet on the right corner. It would not have been a save. It was inside the post.
That was a nice little flick by Rob Merritt with his head. Saw Casanich running on. Good communication. So they're going to play short and wide here.
Pressure's coming by the Panthers.
Linsly looks like they like to play possession like we do. McCurry, nice step in. Merritt has time. He touches out. This is Andrew Lee. Touch in middle, nobody home. Mike McCurry heads middle. And Vince heads back to Chris Burke. Colin has it. And here comes Linsly. Got some room here. Casanich checking back nicely. Kevin Steen steps in, can't play it. Here comes Linsly. Got some room up the left side. Going to go one-on-one here against Poljak. Nice little crossover move to the left side. Kevin Steen, nice recovery, but it will be a Linsly corner kick. That was good teamwork by Poljak and Steen, not letting a cross get off.
Two set plays on the game against Chartiers Valley with their 2 goals, and we've been notorious to let a lot of things happen in our third of the field. We just got to make sure that we're marking men, pressuring the ball, and clearing our box.
Yeah, that and communication, you know, it's always very key. You got to go up and try to win those 50-50 balls. They're going to play low. That's what we're talking about.
There's
the
the
defender and Mark didn't
yeah.
communicate well, and as a result, it was dangerous and it was loose in the box. Casanich, he's still banging it. Now they touch wide. McCurry heads. Our spacing right now is not quite as good as it could be. We're bunching a little bit. This is going to be a Linsly throw.
Yeah, just exactly what you said, Gavin. Stands are even chanting too. We've got a lot of white shirts on this half of the field over here on our side.
Trying to touch middle. Poljak has it. I think that's off the Linsly defender. It is good work by Danny Poljak.
What happens when we overload defensively, it brings everybody along too.
Yeah, and Coach Schneider actually really stressed at halftime of the CV game playing in the offensive zone. That's why he made the formation substitution. Coach Swabel was telling me after the game, and it really was an excellent tactical decision by Coach Schneider and the USC staff.
It worked out. Coach Weber was livid on the other side. And it also took away a lot of the hits. We were moving the ball effectively. Usually CV would play us physical, unlike this possession type of game that Linsly's playing.
Well, it's one way to wear your opponent down is to make them do a lot of chasing, and the St. Clair really did that effectively. All right, the ball is loose. Vince is going to get it. He's going to turn. We can't quite clear it, but it's still loose. It's poked wide here. Kevin Steen touches, and now it's touched off a couple Panthers. Rob Merritt has it. They're sucking a lot of numbers up. See if we can get him on the counter. Here comes Kasanich. Touches it through the legs. Kasanich battling nicely. Good aggression. Mike McCurry touches. Vince can't control. Here comes Linsly back. They're going to try to play. Chris Burke is shielding. Uh-oh, he's by him. And another penalty is called.
It was a late call. He was thinking about a non-call. All of a sudden, the crowd helped him on that one.
It was a battle there. That player for Linsly, the guy on the right side, has excellent speed. We've seen it a couple times, and this is another very dangerous set-piece area for Linsly to have in the Panther end.
We saw speedy forwards on the outside wings against Erie McDowell were trouble. Mark goes up.
Very nice,
save.
Mark Hast. Getting a lot of action early. This is a smart play by Mark because they are really getting numbers up. Merritt gets his head on it. He's coming. Goalie's coming way out. Boy, very good shield by the Linsly defender, but good aggression. Very smart move by Mark Hast. Saw that they're committing numbers forward, trying to get him on the quick counter. When you have a guy who can punt the ball as far as he can, it's a good move.
It was a nice line drive, and Robbie Merritt caught it on the run, which is the way you want to play that ball.
Well, that's the type of chemistry they're starting to develop late in the season here. Oh, nice little ping pong. Touch in middle. Kasanich can't quite control it. That was a really nice X's and O's inside out. Fiduska with an excellent cross.
Tonight, Eric's getting his chance to show his wares.
Now they're touching wide. He's going up the right side here. He's got a lot of speed. Looking for the cross. Burke easily. Panthers have superior numbers back. He's going to clear the ball out of bounds for a Linsly throw.
We are recovering numbers. 4 backs are coming.
Off Fiduska again. Another Linsly throw. Doesn't look like they're going to go with the deep throw. Maybe they will here finally.
It looks like they're setting up for that.
There we go. Burke gets his head on it, not out. Turns a little left-footed half volley. Didn't get much on it. Mark has no problem there. Now he's going to roll it out. This is what we talked about. A lot of room from our defense up the side here.
Jimmy McCurry carries. Looks for Colin Fiduska. Vince sends it across. We're going to come all the way across the field. One more touch. And David Steen's going to look inside.
Trying to play a through ball. Can't do it. Kevin Steen heads. Kasanich again. He's got 2 men charging on. It's going to be a foul on Linsly. This will be a Panther kick. I wonder if they're going to have Burke come up and take this. It looks like that will be the case. Chris Burke drives a very nice free ball usually, and sometimes you can get ahead on the far side.
Chris's left foot definitely hooks it in. He'll hit around the 18 a little bit deeper, and it should be a chance for us to go in. They're consistently looking for that run to the corner with Eric Kasanich out there.
This one's curling in almost to the near post. Now it's going to be a deep Panther throw. Poljak's going to run up and take it. We got 3 Panther subs coming into the game. This is David Steen coming in for his brother right outside. We got Ashay Kumar coming in for Kasanich, and Joe Palladino coming in for Lee.
Okay, again on senior night, everybody gets a round of applause coming out. These guys have played well. Danny Poljak sends it into the box, comes back to recover, and we're going to set up again.
Nice touch by Burke and Colin. Keep it he can. Boy, he turned it. Nice work by Colin.
Linsly on the set plays is getting people back too. Like you said, the transition game may be the way to go.
Oh, I believe it. They're committing a lot of numbers forward. You got to get them on the quick counter.
Ball comes all the way across. Jimmy McCurry touches. Robbie Merritt sends it outside to David Steen. He should be looking for his setup in the box. Now he's going to bring it back.
Nice ball, good little through ball. Vince gets closed on quickly. Merritt touches back.
We've already shown the outsides are clear. That middle of the field's getting closed down, definitely.
They're going to creep switching fields quickly. That's going to work, I have a feeling. That was really well played by Steen. Now back to him. Touches middle. Mike McCurry's got space. To Vince. Nice little run here, Palladino. Can he keep it in? No, but that's the exact idea right there. The little through ball wide. Joe had some room there. He reads it better next time. That's going to be a real dangerous opportunity. Good work by Vince.
We're just closing down on 23 minutes left in the first half of a scoreless tie, 0-0.
What do we got here? Was there a late tackle on Vince? Looked like that was called kind of after the fact. So this is a pretty dangerous area for the Panthers to have a set piece, about 35 yards out. Burke's going to take it. Now he touches into Poljak. Sneaky little play. Poljak touches in. Tries to stop it. A little stop and go. Can he get the left foot shot off? He cannot. It's deflected. O'Shea trying to trap it. Can't do it.
O'Shea Kumar had the game of his career last evening against Chartiers Valley 2.
He was excellent. His decision-making was excellent.
2 assists and a goal.
He's a very skilled player, and he really, his decision-making, his distribution, things came full circle for him. Very talented sophomore. This is McCurry. Nice little move, Jimmy McCurry. Plays it off him. The goalie's going to come out, no problem. Panthers are starting to gain a little bit of momentum back here, starting to possess the ball a little bit more. Couldn't quite get his head on it. Linsly tries to win it. Burke heads wide. They're battle. Now Linsly turns. He's going wide again. Little one-on-one. Good work by Dave Steen. Good shield, and he turns and clears and keeps it in. Superior work by Dave Steen up the left defensive side.
This young number 8, Satari, he's the right forward for Linsly, and he seems to be the quarterback. He seems to be the go-to guy.
He seems to be doing all the damage. He's very fast, that's
we'll
for
have to
certain.
keep an eye.
They play it up. Nothing doing here. Linsly's going to try to clear, but there's nobody home. Vince is going to take it here with time. Vince is a very good distributor if you give him that much space. It's touch middle. This is Colin. He couldn't quite control it. Joe came on. He couldn't get there. And here comes Linsly again. Now they poke forward. Burke heads. Vince touches wide. Again, Jimmy McCurry. He's got tons of time.
Looking at 2 patient teams here, and again, it may be that one break that's going to change the momentum of the game real fast.
Well, the feeling out process, you know, it's not as prolonged as it was against Seton, but it's there. Here's the head. O'Shea's going to try to get there. Boy, dangerous. I'll tell you what, the Linsly goalkeeper is very aggressive. He's very far off his line and out of his box a lot. That's a dangerous tactic on turf especially.
And we had 2 forwards pressuring Joey Palladino and O'Shea Kumar. They were both up there. It was nice to see that.
And we have another Panther stop here. This will be Carlton Laston. He's going to come on replacing Colin Fiduska. Carlton Laston has 3 goals and 2 assists on the year. He's been really strong as of late on the offensive end, and he's going to pair up with O'Shea up front.
Carlton uses his speed and size up front. Passed across the back. Chris Burke far outside to David Steen. And we're looking middle to Mike McCurry. Up to Jimmy. Jimmy McCurry, look for Carlton.
Nice ball.
Laston.
Here comes Laston. Can't quite get there. Goalie anticipates nicely. Makes the save, but they're starting to link up a little bit better. You're starting to see better opportunities on the through balls. These forwards are going to recognize that we may get one. McCurry wins it nicely, but Linsly will control. Again, they're going to run it up there. Can't get it to him. Vince touches back. Burke goes wide again.
There's strong defensive play marking the man in the back. When we've got numbers. They're not getting that through ball that they're looking for to go one-on-one.
Absolutely. Very good point. Here comes Merritt. Now Vince.
Nice space.
He sees last. He was on.
He's in one-on-one.
He was on. Here he goes. Oh, he couldn't quite control it. The Linsly defender tried to use the offsides trap, but he was late in getting there and almost cost his team a breakaway.
And everybody was looking at the defender with Carlton. It was the outside defender that kept him onside.
Absolutely. You better time that offside trap right. If not, it's a dangerous move. Now Linsly touches wide. They're going to try again. The defense stepping up, very aggressive, marking that right outside forward, who we've said has been dangerous. Here comes Linsly again. They're carrying. They're going to continue carrying here. They can't touch up. Dave Steen, good work.
It may be a matter of time before the Linsly coach does realize this, that he's not going to get the through ball and he's not going to be able to go one-on-one with the numbers in the back. He's going to start trying some long balls or chip shots.
Now we've got Matt Myron subbing in the game here for the Panthers, replacing Mike McCurry.
Deep throw by David Steen coming up off the left side. Ashay Kumar foots it down.
Nice turn by Ashay, very good. Carlton has it, he's shielding.
Uses that size.
Merritt plays wide, we got a man running on, and it is Jimmy McCurry. He touches up. We got Laston running for it here. And you saw some of that speed that you were talking about right there. Laston forces now Palladino's gonna get it in quick. They're not paying attention. Can Rob turn it? Gonna touch out for it. It should be a corner, and it will be. Rob Merritt drawing a corner. It was that quick throw-in by Joe Palladino, and everybody was waiting for Poljak to run up and take it.
The defender came out, did a little touch, and we let it go out of bounds.
So who do we got here? Is this Merritt taking it?
Right.
And the Panthers are committing some numbers forward, including Chris Burke, who is a good target. Now they're going to play it low. Burke touches out. Ashay, can he settle? Right. He can't. It was a bouncing ball, very difficult. And it bounced up on Ashay, and he hit it way high. It looks like we have a little strategy to, both on set pieces and throw-ins, get it going really quickly before they're set. Seem to produce a couple opportunities here. Well, there's the long ball like you talked about.
Played
Burke
back to Mark.
Casually. Mark plays out wide, and here we go. Steen. Laston can't quite settle it and turn. Going to try to play it here. Up. Now they're trying to get the 1-2 going. Nice little settle there. Very nice play, but there's tons of Panther defense there. Myron leads the way. Yeah.
Nice double team. Good swarming.
Joe has it. He's got him. Got Ashay going to the flag. Ashay couldn't quite settle it, but it was off the Linsly player. That's going to be a Panther throw.
Kept the pressure.
Forwards are starting to exert their ball pressure back there and cause some Linsly mistakes on the back line.
Like you were saying too, we're starting to show confidence up front. We're not checking back to the ball. We're making runs, which is good.
Poljak, that's a deep throw. It's dangerous. It's there. It's back to him. Can he settle it? He's going to go on net. Oh, it's just high. Probably a good idea. He had it. He was fairly close. He was inside the 18-yard box. Couldn't quite settle it and hit it a little bit high, but again, the Panthers are starting to exert their dominance here and getting a lot of opportunities, which bodes well here in the future. So another Linsly goal kick here. His leg's going to be tired after a while. It's a lot in a row. Merritt trying to win it with his head, can't do so. Touched wide. Back of their head. Linsly's trying to control, but again, the Panthers are really starting to pressure the defenseman hard here. And they're just going to play long ball, and the Panthers, oh boy, we should have controlled that. He got to it.
Good recovery by Carlton Laston.
Stick-to-itiveness. Burke has it. Very nice. We got wide and we got room.
Nice to see when we're playing back to the net, too. We're giving it to the guy moving forward with his face up.
I guess it's Linsly's throw. I thought McCurry had played it off of the Linsly defender. He did not. They're going to go long ball again. Poljak, nice head. Myron controls. Vince. Uh-oh. Little turnover here. Here comes Linsly. They're going to tap it wide again down this right side. Vince recovers. He's marking him. Going to try to cross over. Vince Delomo.
Oh,
very nice by Vince Delomo.
Good body position.
Ashay tried to run onto it, could not. Running forward, can we get there? We can. We got a little counter opportunity here if we hurry. Joey holds up. He's gonna, yeah, there we go. We got Vince, and he's got a lot of room here. He touches back. Dave Steen. Now we go all the way back. I think this strategy, the casual build-up might not work as well against a team that commits as many numbers back in time as they do.
Right. And again, the defense is pushing up, so we're going to get some offside calls if they do start trying to play long ball.
You got to time it well. We did a really nice job of that with the quick strike against Chartiers Valley on Tuesday. McCurry has some room here. He sees O'Shea running. Good timing there. O'Shea runs onto it.
Nice touch. Trying to split the
Palladino
defense.
tried to split him. Is that going to be a corner or a goal kick? A goal kick, unfortunately. Boy, Joey saw a hole and went for it and almost got there.
Tried to split the defense. There were a lot of legs whacking at the ball.
So we have Mike McCurry coming back on. He is going to sub Rob Merritt. The Panthers do frequently substitute, and as we saw on Tuesday and several other times, tends to give them fresh legs at the end of games. We look like the much fresher team, late in that ball game. It's played high. A lot of heading here. Who's going to play it down to their feet? Joe Palladino will.
That's good. Settled it.
And the Panthers once again control. This is Dave Steen. Going to try to play it up. It's toe poke. Now it's way up in the air.
David heads it
Trying
down.
to head forward. Can we regain possession? Oh, boy. No call. Wow. Quite a collision. Here comes Linsly, and they're going to try to counter here, but St. Clair has a ton of numbers back here. They think the better of it's going to wait for support. It's going to try to run onto it. Here he goes up the right wing again. Steen couldn't play it.
Number 8, Swatari again. Comes down the goal line to center, nobody home.
That's the problem, that we have superior numbers committed back right now. Laston plays wide. This is Joe Palladino. He's got a man current to the flag, and he sees him. Good ball by Palladino. This is Laston. Laston, nice little move. He's got him. He's looking for O'Shea at the far post. It's headed. Joe Palladino going to try to volley it. It's still loose. Kumar has it. Can't quite touch it wide. That was unfortunate. That was collected, but it's whiffed. Laston still has it. He's got a man cutting. Oh, boy. Linsly keeper made a nice save diving to his right. That's a tough ball to get to that cleanly.
He drove that ball low, and if that keeper doesn't come out on the ground, it's through his hands into the far post.
That's some real good work by Carlton Laston up the right side, using his size and strength. They're going to tap backwards again. Here's some room. Finally up the left side here. We haven't seen much of this out of Linsly. They're crossing it back. Steen is there. Headed forward again. Poljak's there. They're going to cross now back to the left side. Touches. Got a little give and go. Poljak, nice anticipation and nice poise to settle it. Goes up the wing, and here's some space again. Palladino looked like a handball. He gets away with it. Running to the flag. The goalie's way out.
Same corner play, and he's going to drag it back in. Again, we've got poise. I think, again, that big game against Chartiers Valley really settled this team down.
Yeah, I mean, the guys have their heads up a lot. They're controlling the ball a lot, not just playing it out, but, really doing a lot of good work. This is Vince. He wins it. Looks like he got fouled a little bit. No call. Uh-oh, Vince is...
Got a knee in the side of his head. Man coming through. It was incidental contact, but it was a key knee right to the temple.
Yeah, it was a shame. We looked like we had a little counter opportunity. Lindsay's going to play wide. They're looking for a man running on. He hits him in the back of the feet, slows down their progress. Trying to play middle here. Vince checking back nicely.
Foul right in the center of the field.
Boy, this is an extremely dangerous place to have a set piece. Boy, it seemed like a lot of 50-50 contact there. Vince actually got back and got decent body position from where he was when he was reaching for the ball.
The risk in coming back, though, is, again, you step in there and that guy takes a dive, whether it's incidental contact or not. They bought that one.
Yeah, our guys may want to start falling a little bit more. It seems like that's drawing calls right now. You hate to say that, but... So, about at the 22-yard line of the football field here. He can put this on. Sometimes you can screen the goalie and put it on, but we'll see what approach they try to take. Now he's going to play a little bit of a chip. They're bumping. He looks like he was setting him. Now he taps it back to the guy who took it originally. Nice block.
Yeah. Matt Myron made a nice body-to-body contact, and again, that's how you stop that play. You stand him
They're
up.
going to go back in. There's a man. And he kicks it just wide. Boy, very dangerous opportunity. St. Clair looked like they were trying to start an offside trap high. Did not set it very effectively, and that was a nice scoring opportunity in the box for Linsly. Probably their best of the game, actually. So we got another sub. Vince is coming out, and Rob Merritt checking back in the game for the Panthers. We got 9 minutes left in the first half, and we are scoreless here on senior night.
Okay, Mark Haas taking the goal kick, takes it across. Danny Poljak settles it down, has room. Looking to Jimmy McCurry up the right wing, centers to Matt Myron, and we're playing a triangle here. Change of field. There are numbers on the other side of white shirts.
And there's a lot of space here, and we've seen this. This is Mike McCurry. He may want to go back, switch fields here again. That's the other option. They seem to commit a lot of numbers back to wherever ball side is. You can go far side and really get some opportunities.
We can definitely see that elevated here.
Well, that's the advantage of being in the press box. Ashe with a nice little step through. Beating 2 guys. Now he gives it up. Here comes Linsly. There it is again up the right side. Nice little play by Burke. Can't quite clear it.
Satori is still continuing to play. Mark comes off his line, scoops it up. And it's a quick outlet. Matt Myron has, again, a lot of turf to run. Settles, looks across. Mike McCurry on the run. Tries to play it through. He's still controlling.
Now that's a foul. They got it now. It'll be interesting to see what the Panthers do. It looks like they're going to set once again Chris Burke. He's going to walk up, take his time here so the Panthers can generate some numbers in the box.
Well, he's definitely got to ask for 10. The referee's already started him back. This is, again, almost the same position, right on the hash mark, about 25 yards out on the football field, making it about 35 in.
Burke's going to strike this one wide. We could not quite run onto it there. It was a good idea, but could not quite link up. And here's our first sighting of Pat Davis, a freshman forward checking into the game. Ashe Kumar coming out to the bench, so it's going to be Davis teaming up front with Laston. Pat is a very, very athletic, tall freshman. Future very bright for him, and he's had some good scoring opportunities in the games as of late. Can we play it down? Nice touch by Merritt. Little give and go. Oh boy, Linsly does a nice job of stopping that attack. They're looking to counter. Of course, they're going to go to the right side here. Now they're going to try to go to the left flag. Jimmy McCurry is up to the task there, stopping the momentum. It will be a Linsly throw, but again, the Panthers have generated their purpose of getting numbers back.
And with even on that set play, they had 8 guys across the 18 for Linsly, and they were slow in processing any kind of transition play. Long throw goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Mark.
Poljak doing a nice job of sealing his man, creating the goal kick for the Panthers, and Mark Hast will be there to take it. And Hast is going to get a quick restart here, playing it to the defense. We can't quite get there, but Burke will get forward. Playing wide, and it's touched, and it's a little loose. But they're going to go high and long with it. You're right, their strategy has shifted a little bit.
Again,
and it's another foul, this time either on Burke or Myron. And
some of this contact, like you said, is getting bought, and also the crowd's assisting the referees just to keep the call going.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff is kind of beyond the fact. It's not really on the ball stuff. It's not the type of calls I really like to see called, but sometimes when you hit the deck, that's, enough. So we got another kick from about 35 yards out. They chip it. Trying to do a flick on here. Mark Hast. Little bobble, but no problem for Mark. He's going to clear it away here. Let's see what he chooses to do. He's going to go with the drop kick. He's going to play wide, and there's a lot of space here. It was a good decision. Joey has it. Now he's going to go back the other way to Dave Steen. And Steen goes back again.
Across the back.
Danny Poljak, he's looking for a man running. He sees Merritt. Merritt couldn't quite get a toe poke save there, but
the lateral movement, what we're trying to do with this ball control, is definitely trying to open up the men up front.
Yeah, I think we're trying to do a little bit too much down the middle and not using the wings enough.
Yeah.
Burke's going to clear that one high and far and out of play. Linsly's going to have a throw in here. We got under 5 minutes left here in the first half. Still scoreless. not too many good opportunities either. Both teams kind of in a prolonged period of feeling each other out. Now Linsly's going up in the wing.
Corner run.
They're going to try to get wide. Again, good poise.
That was a nice play because the man ran into the corner, pulled Chris Burke down to the goal line, but he recovered, put the big right foot out there, and then cleared up to the top of the box.
Merritt, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Nice switch fields. You got
There
a lot
we
of room
are.
up the wing. And Steen delivers it nicely. This is
Pat
Pat
Davis.
Davis. And Pat Davis is going to use that big speed. He's trying to shield his guy so he can get a cross off. What do we got?
Referees are looking at each other about a corner or a goal kick.
He's looking at the referee's assistant up the left wing. The referee's assistant was 70 yards back, providing absolutely no help.
I just noticed that tonight we're running with 2 referees instead of 3. This non-section,
Oh, you're
out of
right.
state. Neither made a decision, so the winner is the goalkeeper.
I don't think either of them had any idea, to be honest, not to be critical, but just kind of a guess.
It was a far side field call for either one. And the trailer was definitely further away.
So Vince DeLomo checking back in for Matt Myron, who did a good job while he was in. Trying to be cleared up. There's a head flick. Linsly's going to try to counter again. That's about the 3rd time they've hit the guy in the back trying to streak up. A nice little check back, and they win it. Touching up the wing. Got plenty of time here. Going to play it back to Mark Hast. Poljak with
Nice
as much
change
time
of
as he
field.
wants, literally. To Mike McCurry. Vince. That's the ball. There we go. Jimmy McCurry looking
Nicely
for the give and
done.
go with Palladino. Joey's going wide again. This is McCurry. He sees Pat Davis. He's going to lead him to the flag. Davis, a little
Oh,
crossover, stop and go. He's going to get a shot off. Wow.
He was looking top right corner, and it was going there.
Pat
Goalkeeper.
Davis saw the goalie creeping out a little bit out of position, and he launched an excellent shot. Goalie was up to the task, parried it over the bar for a corner kick for the Panthers. Good work from Pat Davis.
That was a nice opportunity. It worked its way all the way back from the goalkeeper up.
Ooey slipped on that, unfortunately, and fell down. It's still
Well.
going to be a Panther throw, but a missed opportunity. Unfortunately, Joey lost his footing. Couldn't quite get a whole lot of oomph behind that kick. But Danny Poljak's going to come up, and let's see how many numbers we commit forward here to the throw-in. They're
Short
going to
throw
go
in.
back kind of to Vince. Touches over to Burke. He's going to shoot it from there. Boy!
Oh, that's a corner off the goalpost. Goalkeeper slipped through his hands but hit the football goalpost.
Well, that's the disadvantage this goalie, as we've talked about. He's been way out of goal a lot, very aggressive trying to read a play, but Chris Burke kind of caught him out a little bit and chipped the ball high, and kind of a dangerous attempt considering. Here comes Merritt. Nice corner. Davis is trying to get up. Boy, Linsly did a good job of getting ahead. We had a couple guys in the far post. They touch forward. Good check back by Poljak.
That helped equal the numbers out by chipping that ball back.
Here comes McCurry. Oh, bad touch. Linsly wins. Linsly's coming forward. That's Laston.
Coming all the way back.
Very nice. You love when your forwards are active like that. Burke touches wide. Jimmy McCurry. Looking for Laston. He was
He's on the run.
The goalkeeper is out. Off his line nicely and makes the save.
Couple of steps too long and right in the top of the box. He just did get there.
High and far. Nobody gets their head on it, so Linsly controls. Good long kick. It's played wide. This is Jimmy McCurry again. We're under a minute now. Nice little trap. He's going to try to go up the wing. It should be. Oh, I disagree there. It was played right off of the Linsly defender. Nice
Danny
trap by
Poljak
Danny
steps
Poljak.
in.
They're battling hard. Poljak, very, very nice aggression there. Uses his body. Merritt touches to Vince. They
Down
only
to-
got 30 seconds left. They're going to have to hustle it up a little bit here. And Linsly's going to get a steal. They have time to counter here. They're going to have to be a little bit more direct than they've been. Nice little ball leading them. Can't quite control. 15 seconds. Neither team can control here.
We don't want to give a chance up on his last 10 seconds either.
6, 5,
So Chris clears it past midfield.
2, 1.
And at halftime, we'll go in with a scoreless tie. The Upper St. Clair Panthers against Linsly Academy.
All right, we'll see you in the second half. All right, we're back again here for the start of the second half between Linsly and Upper St. Clair. 0-0 tie after one. Bob, your thoughts of the first half?
It looked like we were feeling each other out, and both teams, again, are possession-type ball clubs, so it made it a little bit slow as far as motion and chances, but when we made the runs to the corners, we had plenty of chances on crosses and piked a couple, didn't settle a couple, so we'll see how we turn out in the second half here. We'll see what the starting lineup is in the second half. Senior laden in the first half, but it looks like we're going back to a regular lineup.
Well, it's interesting that you talk about stylistically the teams are very similar. You know, there's an old expression, it's a boxing expression, that styles make fights. Sometimes when you're playing a team that's very stylistically similar to you, it's difficult because, you know, you're playing the same type of soccer and, you know, it's strength against strength.
Yeah.
So the Panthers got to, I think, change up their tactic just slightly, and I think they'll be okay. They started to play a lot better in the last 15 minutes of the first half.
Okay, Linsly has the first touch. And to set the lineup, up front we've got Joey Palladino, Shea Kumar. And we've got across the midfield, Robbie Merritt, Vince Delomo, and we've got Colin Fiduska and Michael McCurry. In the back, we've got Jimmy McCurry playing outside right still, Danny Poljak, Chris Burke, and we've got David Steen on the left side.
Oh, Colin tried to do a step over there. Very high degree of difficulty. Linsly steals and tries to counter. It's loose, and they're going to go change. This is what we were talking about. Switch fields because there's a lot of room. This is Dave Steen.
I forgot we have Mark Hast in goal.
Yes, we do. Burke touches middle. St. Clair showing their typical patience here, trying to play the possession game, making Linsly chase. Linsly is yet to sub, so one thing you're going to have to be looking for is see if they have tired legs as the game continues, especially if they're going to play a lot of chase.
And we'll see if, again, this does collapse here. It looks like we're saying, there's substitutions are going to be critical.
It's touched up. Burke plays way high up and into the stands. Souvenir on senior night. Ooh, actually comes
Straight
back and
through
almost
the
hits the senior cheerleaders. That's your senior night gift. Linsly plays forward, now trying to cross. Touches forward, and there's dangerous up the wing.
Number 8,
He's got
Satari.
speed, boy. A little bit of an errant touch.
Chris Burke went down, hit his head off the turf.
Boy, Satari is very dangerous up that right side. He's a U18 Cup player, we were informed, and that's no surprise. He's been very, very dangerous with his speed up the right side. Panthers are going to have to do a good job of getting multiple guys back to, you know, prevent the runs he's making. Good news is we've had a lot of guys home on the crosses, so, you know, it makes it a little bit less dangerous.
Chris Burke shakes it off. Mark takes a low line drive on a goal kick. And David Steen settles it down.
Nice sell by McCurry, very, very wise. Now his brother taps it forward. Merritt gets a head on it. O'Shea didn't read it. And it's kicked cleared away. McCurry tried to come on, couldn't quite get there. Merritt checks back. 2 men on. Good poise in the midfield by Linsly. They touch forward. Satari's taking on everybody again here. And that would be a foul on Merritt. When you generate that many numbers around the ball, sometimes that's the byproduct, and another foul on the Panthers.
And that was a triple team, and a little bit of frustration of seeing him dance with the ball.
Uh-oh, touch wide. They got room here. It's a cross. Nobody home again. Burke does not get a lot on it. Nice tackle by Merritt. Good stick-to-itiveness. Burke's got a little room here. Let's see what he does with it. He's going to strike the ball wide. He has very
Colin
good
on the weak side. Nice.
Here's Merritt. Merritt's going to shoot it, and that's way high. Robbie didn't quite get a good foot on that, and the ball just sailed on him.
Seeing Colin Fiduska go down the right side has been a consistent open play. And again, when you see it, he's having a chance.
Chris Burke, one thing he does an excellent job of all the time is he really strikes those cross-field balls with a lot of authority, and Colin ran onto that. Boy, that was really almost an excellent opportunity for the Panthers. So another goal kick from Linsly.
Second push from behind on Robbie Merritt on the call.
Yeah, I think Rob started his jump and realized the guy was kind of moving underneath him, and unfortunately picks up the foul in the process. They're going to try to, he gets a nice flick on it. Nobody's running onto it, though. Mark corrals it without a problem. Be interested to see if he's going to go with the drop kick. And he does, and we all know what that means. It's going long. And it's flicked back. This is dangerous. Here comes O'Shea. The goalie's coming out. Now he couldn't figure out what he wants to do. It's poked up. Oh, just wide.
That was the right idea. Chip shot over the goalkeeper, was caught in no man's land at the top of his box. That ball hit the turf, went up high, and he was sitting there watching it go over his head.
It's an extremely dangerous move. He couldn't decide whether he wanted to come out or wanted to stay in, and O'Shea almost toe-poked the ball over him for a goal. A really good creative attempt, just couldn't quite get it inside the left post. Chest it down. They're still all battling for it. That looked like a handball also.
Ball's out.
Should be a Panther throw. Yeah, I thought Mike McCurry got that with his arm, and it was missed. You have two officials. You're not going to see everything, obviously.
Yeah.
Poljak, Delomo, Steen. Back to Vince. Vince has some space here. There's a little
Nice
through ball
ball.
looking for O'Shea.
Dummied it out of bounds for a goal kick.
You can tell the Linsly defense is coached up very well in terms of letting the ball go, really shielding the attackers rather than panicking and trying. You know, your first instinct is to just kick the ball and get it out of play, but those kids are very poised. They're doing a nice job of shielding the Panther forwards. So we have just had a ton of goal kicks. Merritt plays.
Ball settles down to Vince's foot. Look for it streaking. Joey Palladino gets the ball to him.
Here goes Joey. He's down the left side
Setting
again.
up a cross. Nice, bringing the ball back.
Boy, that looked like the third goal against Char Valley. Good work from Joey Palladino up the left wing there, doing some dangerous stuff. And here comes Dan Poljak once again up to use the benefit of his long throw. He's going to go short to Burke. Ken Burke settled in time. He's going to try to go wide. Nobody home. Colin runs back on it. Is he going to touch back here? He does to Jimmy McCurry. Touch him forward. Can he get there? He cannot. Linsly trying to create numbers back here. Oh, a nice little through ball. Is he onside? He is not. He was a step off behind Danny Poljak. Very, very close.
That ball bounced a little on Satari, and it's kind of just settled. Didn't get a chance to settle it. Got it on the ground late.
Yeah, he couldn't quite send it when he wanted to. Very good idea by Linsly there. Very dangerous. This is Steen. He's looking for Kumar. It's clear, a little ping pong being played. Burke heads down nicely to Poljak, who has time. He's just going to play back to Mark Hast. He's going to tap wide. The Panthers are going to reset their attack. And Poljak plays wide to Dave Steen. He's got Merritt. He plays it right to Merritt. Merritt, boy, Robbie just tried to do a little one-touch wide to Joey, which really would have been nice had they been on the same page. He had more space there than I think he realized.
Yeah. Okay, it'll be a deep throw in by Linsly. Going over the top. Finds it forward. David Steen gets it on his foot.
Boy, we're winning a lot of balls in the midfield right now. That's a great sign. Vince plays it forward. It's touched. Here comes O'Shea.
In the second half, it looks like the field has shrunk now. It's down to about 60 yards for Linsly, in spite of that one rush that they tried to do on a long ball.
Yeah, and that's when you got to be careful, getting a guy on a run. That's you really do. Colin, nice aggression. Can't quite tap it wide. Now a nice little 1-2 by Linsly. They were trying to get an attack going, but Dave Steen's going to let that ball roll, get a Panther throw. Steen throws, and we got Vince. To McCurry, now back to Vince. Dan Poljak touching up to Mike McCurry. Looking for O'Shea. Nice little trap there. Ball even bounced on.
Saw Joey Palladino. He didn't get inside of the man. Defender got there.
Again, that was body shielding, as we just mentioned. Ken Burke settle it. He will. See what he's going to do. Now he can't quite get it down to his foot. We're going to play it wide. It will not get there. Linsly's having trouble in the midfield linking up on multiple passes.
I think, again, we go to the short bench idea, and these guys are starting to walk instead of run.
Well, it is difficult. Here comes O'Shea. Boy, and that was a nice pressure. Kumar with the good pressure of the Linsly defense. He had to play the ball out of bounds. Now, this is one I think we should try to generate some numbers for and see if Danny can get a throw into the box, almost like a corner kick.
It looks like that's what we're doing. We're going to have 7 up high. Long throw in.
Nice throw.
Get some
Oh, it's off,
action.
boy. Linsly clears it right off the goal line. Burke plays it down. Palladino touches back. Here's Poljak. Going to try to chip it through. Can't quite get it through. And cleared away.
Long ball on the run. Mark comes out. Heads it forward. Is he going to recover? Mark got back. Watching that shot all the way.
No problem. We had a lot of defense there, too. We generated good numbers back. Uh-oh, dangerous touch there. And you don't want to turn the ball over there. Here comes Bud Merritt, does a nice job checking back. Poljak just plays it out of bounds.
That was a good hustling play. Mark off the line, coming out, headed it forward, and did recover. Okay, Linsly sets it up. This will be the deepest penetration in the second half that they've had. They are setting up the offense. We make the steal, turn it around.
Trying to go quick to Palladino. He gets it.
Nice recovery.
Has Steen.
A little bit too patient there almost by Vince.
Yeah, I think so. There's the long ball. They see O'Shea. Boy, they just got ahead on that. That was good
Calling
work by
on the run.
Linsly. Played out. It's going to be a Panther throw here, and we got a whole horde of Panther substitutions. Looks like Steve Kyle is coming in the game right outside defense for Jimmy McCurry. Carlton Laston in replacing O'Shea Kumar. And the first action for Jimmy Belak, who will come in at the other forward for Colin Fiduska.
On defense, it was a nice play by number 4, Alec Holloway from Linsly. He went from the center, made a play, slid out on the box, and then went all the way out to the side.
Yeah, he did. Very dangerous. Oh, it's loose. Carlton Laston can't quite turn on it. Palladino battling. Linsly clears again. They're doing a good job of cleaning up their own end, of cleaning up the garbage. Nice play by Poljak to keep it back in. Vince has it. Can he turn and go here? He's going to make a little run. Oh, a little stop and go. Nice play to turn and steal. Going to try to get a counter up the wing. Nobody home.
Nice and solid on the right side by Steve Kyle.
Yeah, just coming into the game and making a nice play. That's what you like to see. Here's Burke to Steen. Belak.
Jimmy Belak in.
Vince a step over. Steen touches. Can Palladino get there? He will. Touches wide. Poljak. See what he's going to do here. Now he's just going to deliver another ball to Steve Kyle.
Linsly's got 8 guys packed inside the 30-yard line, between the 30 and the 18. There's a lot of traffic in there.
Yeah, well, that's why we got to be a little bit more direct. Kids are pulling up rather than going forward, and you're not going to be able to create numbers into the box very fast. You know, if there are 6, 7 guys back there in the middle, so you got to do it before they can recover, and I think that's kind of what the Panthers are battling right now.
This scoreless tie continues with just past the 28-minute mark, going down, counting down to the second half.
They're battling here. Linsly gets ahead on it. Now they got some space. Going to try to play it forward again, looking for a run. Panthers have a lot of numbers back. Mark's going to go wide to Dave Steen, who has 30 yards at least. If he wants it, he's going to take it.
This game is kind of reminiscent of the Seton LaSalle game also. Again,
It is.
where they're just settling back and playing 6, 8 men back against us. And if we're patient, it's taking a long time to generate anything.
No, we're not the type of team that generally scores that way, especially since we don't have a traditional target forward who's going to win a lot of balls in the air. Belak touches wide. Can we get there? Kyle will not get there, and it'll be a Linsly throw. Yeah, this style of soccer, while frankly we haven't been that close to giving up a goal, but you know you're not going to generate a whole lot of offense gradually, and that's usually how we do it. But the numbers.
Tried to play it over the top. Danny Poljak headed it back. Linsly on the run. Out of bounds.
We got another sub here. This will be Karsten Lachelle coming into the game. The Panther midfielder will replace Mike McCurry. Got to keep those midfielders fresh. That's probably exactly what Coach Schneider is trying to accomplish right now. Long throw by Poljak.
Yep.
Nice little flick. Belak, can we keep it in? Now we will not. Linsly throw in here. Coach Schneider was pleading with his bench there. He does not look happy. And Palladino trying to win a throw, but will not do so. Linsly's going to commit some numbers forward here now. They really got a good number of players here in the offensive zone. 8. Nice little crossover there. Now they touch wide. They got a man loose here towards the flag. Going to try to create a corner out of bounds. I think that's actually a deep throw in. And it will be. Good work by Steve Kyle.
It was a quick start. Everybody was kind of waiting for that ball.
Going to try to play it wide. What do we got? Offsides, yeah. The guy who threw the ball in was offsides, actually. The Panthers did a really nice job on their offside trap.
Okay, that'll get Mark a direct kick from the back line. Nice ball out, clears the midfield. Headed back in by Linsly. There's Satari up high this time.
He's drawn about 75% of the fouls by falling, and it
not only is he the quarterback, the ball's following him.
That's stuff I don't like on the 50-50 stuff. I mean, just not really. It's certainly not a Section 5 type of soccer, put it that way. This ball's tipped up way into the box. It's flicked. And it's loose here. Linsly got a chance here. He's going to try to send it back in. And he's going to go one-on-one. Nice little move to get around the Panthers. Toke forward. Oh, boy. It's not out yet. Going to touch it back into the box. Wow, that was very dangerous.
That Linsly guy was sitting.
He's offsides, and that will be a Panther kick.
Sitting right at the top of the box, wide open.
Wow, that was really an error by St. Clair in marking and a great individual play by Linsly up the right side. He made a nice little inside-out move and just beat him flat out to the right side. This is Steen to Burke. Boy, Merritt tried to touch wide to last and couldn't get it to him. Vince is battling for it in tight quarters.
Between the hash marks, they're collapsing on us real well.
That's what we've talked about. You're not going to get much in the middle. There's too many people there. Palladino going to the wing.
Ooh.
And I believe Jimmy Belak is offsides.
Came from an offside position.
Both teams are getting those defensemen up high, trying to draw them offsides and doing so successfully. You know, if you're going to play that long through ball or the over-the-top ball, you got to be wary of that, and we've mentioned that.
Long out for Linsly. Headed back.
Kyle gets his head on it. Now he does it again. Lachelle. Vince, good ball. Belak with his foot. Palladino. He's going to go wide. A lot of room for Steen.
Nice change of field.
That's a nice ball. He has Rob Merritt. Merritt's battling. He's going to get to it and going to draw a corner kick for the Panthers. Problem with trying to shield a man that high, which is what the strategy they employed, is you're nowhere near an out-of-bounds line. You can battle through it and get around him. There's time to get around somebody, and that's what you saw there. It just was not the right tactical play at that point.
And once he went down for that slide tackle, just playing it off and was the corner chance.
So good stuff. Got to get a good opportunity here off a set piece. This is Merritt off the corner. He goes wide. It's far. Boy.
Jimmy Belak was out there just ready to wind up. The ball just went a little bit high on him. Would have been a dangerous play, I think, if he got his foot on it.
Oh, it definitely would have been a little bit too much juice on that corner. Played headed back in by St. Clair. Palladino has it. Nice little move. He's got a man on. Now he's trying to run through. Nice. Joey's still on it. Nice little cross. Good move by the Linsly keeper off his line, coming out, sliding, controlling. The thing about Palladino is he is so much stronger this year. I mean, those are plays he wouldn't have made last year, but he's a lot stronger on the ball.
Again, ball-wise, he's making the right move.
Whoa.
That was a flipper coming.
Got extended a little bit there. This will be a Panther free kick. You know, to me, any free kick, past about the 40-yard line or 50-yard line of the football field, Panthers got to think about getting it forward. All right, Steen's got a chance here.
That's nice. We got space. Waiting for the commitment.
Good stuff by Dave Steen. That's what we've talked about. The defense can keep going forward. They can keep pushing up forward. Dave Steen just kept holding. Good patience, draws a corner kick. So we got Phil Dormus checking into the game. This is Phil's first appearance of the night. Going to try to take advantage of his speed.
And he's going to take the corner, subbing for Robbie Merritt.
The way that sub was made is as if he was some sort of corner specialist. We'll see what we got here. Dormish, and that is a nice corner. It's up there. Boy, oh, a very nice direct head by Chris Burke. Just headed high off the football crossbar. Boy, you can't draw it up any better than that. It was beautifully taken and beautifully headed, just couldn't quite head it down. So we got a whole horde of subs here for the Panthers. Kumar back in, Myron back in, Matt McCurry back in. And we have Belak out, Vince DeLomo out, and Karsten Lachelle out for the Panthers. So, again, the battle of fresh legs should be clear here as we come down to the halfway point of the second half.
Well, it's nice to see these chances on set plays, too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely good set ball.
And how many times have these 1-0 games won on a set piece? Very often.
Okay, we're coming down the center of the hash marks. Matt Myron taps outside. Stevie Kyle grabs the ball. Back into Mike McCurry. Step up by Linsly.
Now, this is dangerous. You do not want to turn the ball over on that. Guy would look like he was offsides, but it doesn't really matter because Mark Hast is there without a problem.
Again, as long as these referees are on line, that's whenever you're going to get the call for this offside trap. But if you take that break and they're behind the play.
Well, it's difficult again with two officials, as we mentioned. Steve Kyle trying to work his way up the wing here. Kyle's going to turn. He's going to poke wide to Palladino. Joey tried to do a little bit of a crossover. I don't think he knew where he was on the field. It's going to be out of bounds for a Linsly throw. They quick restart it. Sautari can't get it by Poljak.
Nice
Good work
play.
stepping up. Poljak keeps battle. Now this is Myron. McCurry's got some room here if he wants it. He's going to take it. He's got a direct route here. He sees Carlton Laston, who just came back in the game, just in front of him, but a good idea. That's exactly the type of thing we're talking about.
Pulled the keeper all the way out also. He was kind of, again, caught in no man's land. We get to that ball, a nice centering play. There's nobody home.
No, and that was very direct. Our attack was a lot more direct there, a lot more precise. And if you get, that type of decision-making when the guys can link up and are on the same page, that's going to get good opportunities. Boy, he pushed him in the back there as he went to jump. That's bloody.
David Steen comes right through that.
Myron touches wide here to Steve Kyle. The junior defender taps up. Dormish, McCurry. He's got room again. He goes wide to Dave Steen.
Much better decision making coming on those touches.
Again, Steen's going to try to beat people up the left side. And Dave Steen's doing great work up here. He's not known for his offensive prowess. He is a marking back, but he's doing great work. He goes back. McCurry touches up. This is Steen. Was it already out of bounds by the time he played it off him? See, there is the tactical move that they like to make in shielding. I've mentioned it before. It is a skill. That actually was not legal. He didn't go for the ball at all.
The throw of his shoulder.
He threw a hip into him. Referees don't seem to know the distinction there all the time. Steen plays it up. McCurry trying to shield him. Again, Mike McCurry on that shield. That is also not legal. Just to show you I'm not being biased here.
It was a makeup call.
Fair enough. Phil Dormish here. Playing up. Carlton Laston. Nice little turn. Can he get his left foot on it? Nice aggressive marking by.
To a corner for this one. Definitely that was off the Linsly player.
That was nice aggressive marking by Linsly there. He got beat. He recovered and really used his inside shoulder to do a nice job.
Phil Dormish is setting this up again. Nice chip.
It's
High
up
on
there.
12.
Boy, it's down.
Oh, it's David Steen on the back door. Couldn't get the full leg on it. I think he saw that defender going up in front of him, and he changed his mind about halfway through a strike.
It's still loose. Now Lindsay's going to clear it. Still not out. But they cannot settle it. Lindsay's going to clear it away. Boy, Dormish's kicks have been very dangerous.
One man
Here comes
high.
Satari. He's got so much speed. Look at him go to the flag. But an errant touch, and St. Clair's going to do the smart thing and just clear it out.
Nice help from Stevie Kyle all the way from the right side.
Boy, Satari has so much speed up that wing. That was a long, long run for him.
With full ball control, he was gaining.
Absolutely, and that's very, very impressive. You're obviously usually slower with the ball, but they're going to play. They're going to go a long throw, and this is deep in the box. Lindsay gets their head on it. Burke gets their head on it. Boy, a vicious collision in the box between Burke, and it looks like Satari who's down again.
That was definitely a tough hit he took in the right up the center.
I've always said the toughest thing to do is try to go for those 50-50 balls in the box. That is not for the timid. He's up, but he definitely got the worst of that collision.
Headed back in by Linsly. David Steen will set it on the outside. Overlap, and Chris Burke comes down left foot into Shea Kumar.
He sells it nicely. Laston has it.
Ooh, they were looking for Joey Palladino on a cross.
McCurry heads forward. Dormish wins it. Vince plays wide. Nobody, little miscommunication, the hubby wife, but now Burke has it. Burke was trying to find O'Shea there, but could not. It's going to be another Panther throw here. 15 minutes to go in this ball game. We're still tied at 0. And we got another Panther substitution. Rob Merritt will check back in the game for Joe Palladino, taking that right outside mid spot. Vince settles, looking to go forward with it. Trying to get Burke.
Nice.
He's cutting to the flag. Beautiful little pass. Burke goes middle. Nice diving header by the Linsly defender. Boy, that was a very dangerous cross by Burke, but Linsly did a great job regaining their shape, recovering and heading the ball out. But it will be another Panther. What is this, a deep throw this time?
Danny Poljak's going to come over, and that was a nice quick move by Chris Burke, reading that play and also taking that quick dive in.
You can tell the strategy has shifted. The Panthers are starting to push a lot more numbers forward. Chris Burke's almost playing in a midfield spot or a stopper. Nice throw by Poljak. The goalie comes out. He doesn't have his hand on it. It's loose. McCurry steps in. Can't quite get a shot off. He steps through. Beautiful step through. He still has it. Boy, that looks like obstruction in the box.
That's a PK coming for us. Yes.
That's the problem. That's the problem with that strategy is shielding. When a guy's on the ball and he controls it, you can't really shield a man legally. So it looks like it's going to be a PK for the Panthers.
Mike McCurry was not going to be denied. He was splitting the defense, then he got taken down.
Well, he did two good things on that play. The first thing he did was win that ball with his chest down to his feet and controlled it in traffic. The second good thing he did there was beat those two men in between him. He tried to split them. I mean, that's a difficult play, but it's going to be a PK here for the Panthers, and Vince DeLomo is going to take it.
So far, Vince is 2 for 2.
Yes, he is. He has the lone 2 Panther PKs on the season. Vince goes right corner. Beautiful. 1-0 Panthers with 14 minutes to go. That's Vince's 5th goal of the season, which will tie him for the team lead with O'Shea, and that's his 3rd penalty kick goal of the season. Eventually, if you keep putting up the pressure, good things will happen, and the Panthers have dominated the second half in terms of possession.
And again, you get some tired legs back here. They're going to create the fouls. We're going to get the chances on corners. And again, Mike McCurry driving through, set the PK call up, and nicely finished by Vince DeLomo. Okay, Coach Snyder urging everybody to stay settled.
It'll be interesting to see if Linsly changes their strategy and really tries to push numbers forward. I would have to imagine they have to. It's kind of desperate time at this point. Nice little crossover. They play it wide. One too many touches. I thought he had Satari wide. It's still loose in the box here. Turns and gets a left-footed half volley. It's going to sail up high. You kind of see a different desperation here from Linsly. Very aggressive, and they got a good opportunity out of it.
Starting to push some offensive chances. Mark has to take the goal kick. Send it short. Again, playing ball possession like we normally do. David Steen sends it up. Has a Shea Kumar on the run. Nice defensive play set back by Linsly. St. Clair's going to take the ball. Carlton Laston sends it in. And we're settling down to ball control now. Again, 1-0. Now we can play this ball control. Set it around. Send them chasing some more. Danny Poljak sets it up. Inside to Vince DeLomo. Outside to David Steen on the left side. Looking for runners.
That's a good ball.
Nice. All the way across an open Mike McCurry.
Just high. Boy, he had merit. I'm not sure if Rob was in an offside position or not, but Rob had his hands up saying, boy, I'm not unmarked. You know, if you can give me a cross there, it's pay dirt immediately. You know, I think that's some of the frustration that's built up over time where we just haven't been able to link up on those. And But again, if you're starting to generate numbers forward, which Linsly is, you're going to get opportunities on the counter, and St. Clair's got to be aware. This is Dormish. Boy, Vince can't control. Here comes Linsly.
With a counter.
Nice ball.
Through ball.
Steen settles it. Kyle clears. Touching wide. Steen, can he control? Nice ball to keep it in. Nice little bender. The defenders are aggressive. Here's a little through ball.
Mark's going to come off the line. Danny Poljak. That was one there where, again, Mark sat on the line. Maybe he should have made that move to come up.
Well, it's the communication aspect. We've talked about that. It's the one area where they've not always been perfect.
Over the top, he came off the line nicely there.
And that's what we talk about, you know, just be assertive, whatever you do, and neither of the guys seem to be real assertive there.
Well, it's tough, like you say, when the defender's coming in your face, full speed back to make
Uh-oh, he's on sides. It's loose. It's a shot. Great play by the Panther defender. That's Chris Burke.
And he keeps the ball in.
Nice hustle by Chris Burke. Just really, really, really thorough defending by Burke. Trying to play the 1-2. Steen tries to clear it. They run through him, but it's going to be a Panther throw.
David Steen playing nice and solid in the back.
Absolutely. That was a very dangerous opportunity for Linsly. It looked like they were going to fire. They waited a split second too long, and Burke very aggressive on the tackle.
Okay, Matt Wilson comes in for the first time tonight. Throwing to Joey Palladino. With this 1-0 score, we'd like to be playing on the other side of the field, not letting these chances start happening.
I was thinking the absolute same thing. This is not the time now to start sitting back, and you know it's a fine line, but you got to go forward because the best defense is a good offense.
Right.
Nice tackle. Oh, but good stick-to-itiveness by the Panthers running through it. That's merit. They're going to play long ball. Poljak wins it with his head, but not out completely. Touch forward. Panthers generate numbers. Here we go, though. That looked like a handball.
Nice shoulder by Chris Burke.
They're battling here. Playing forward.
Carlton was back to it. Made a turn. Oh,
I
Robbie
think he's
was
off.
offside, yeah.
Just barely.
He had that hesitation step where he knew he was off by that yard.
Well, it's one of those things where if the defender's going forward in an offside trap and the offensive guy's going the opposite way, it looks worse than it is because by the time you look up, the separation is significant, but that was a lot closer when the ball was played than you'd think. Burke again. They're going to try to play it through here. Steen steps up but couldn't get it out clean. And Kyle's going to just head it out of bounds. We got a Linsly throw here. They're starting to push forward a little bit. We got just over 9 minutes to play here. The Panthers clinging to a 1-0 lead. Linsly applying pressure.
We went through this kind of a time frame about 5 or 6 minutes against Chartiers Valley where we couldn't get the ball past the 30-yard line. Now a long ball. Carlton Laston tried to run on it, headed back by Linsly.
Nice step in by Vince. Can we control? We can't. McCurry has it. Mike wins it.
Nice recovery.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that was a clean take.
The kid was just off balance. That's disappointing, but yeah, that sometimes happens when you get a PK, obviously, you know. Especially, you know, one that's not really cut and dry. That, you know, sometimes the next couple go the other way, and that's, you know, you got to expect that. That is a part of soccer.
Went over the top on a chip. Matt Wilson sends it up. Chris Burke let it go out. It was played off of Matt Wilson.
Yeah, it was deflected off the Panther defender, Matt Wilson, and so it's going to be a Linsly throw here.
They're going to go long into the box. They're still not committing a whole lot of bodies to this.
No, they still got 5 guys back, which is surprising in the situation being as it is. Nice little crossover, step back, left-footed cross. Nice mark, and Steve Kyle did a great job. He was right on his man.
Stepped in front, so there was no way that guy was going to get a chance at net.
And that's what you got to do. You've got to be, you can't get caught watching the ball as a defender. You've got to be aware of who your man is. So Laston's going to come out. Pat Davis checking back in the game. Got to see if we can't spring one of our forwards here in a counter as they start pushing forward. Poljak with a long throw. Trying to settle a good head by McCurry. Runs through it. Smart ball.
Nicely done, long ball. Clock's working in our favor. Just crossing 7 minutes left to play in the second half. And as long as we can control the ball, push up, this will be good.
Trying to run onto it. Ooh, can't quite get there. Merritt tried a little give and go there and almost got there. That should be a Panther throw, and it will be. This is Mike McCurry. He's going to leave it for Dave Steen here.
This is where, again, David's looking forward, which is good. 1-0 game. Get the pressure on the other side.
Nice throw. He's got Pat Davis running towards the corner. Nice little
nice
stop and go.
move.
They're trying to shield. Davis keeps it in. Boy, he had a man cutting for the post. Good work by Pat Davis. McCurry wins it back.
Hit it, Vince. Somebody's got to take a shot. A lot of traffic still between the hash
Through.
marks.
Vince has it. Can he turn it? He can't. McCurry has it.
Joey Palladino has his hand up on the weak side. Just stand there.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, about another foot loose.
It was not a hard-driven ball by McCurry. He just hit it kind of badly with his left foot. The goalie went down but was off balance and spilled it. But unfortunately, we didn't have anybody there for the rebound.
Joey Palladino was on the weak side, standing all alone with his hand up, waiting for that ball to come across, and that bobble was just a little too far away from him.
So we possessed the ball. We got an injured Linsly player down. The possession there was excellent, but there comes a time when you have the angle towards the middle, you got to let fire because those wide shots, just the angle's not nearly as good.
The deeper you get, the tougher it is. An injured Linsly player sitting at the top of the box. Trainers are out. Clock stop with 6:15 left in the second half. Panthers are leading 1-0 on a PK goal by Vince DeLomo.
Frankly, a break right now it probably helps Linsly to an extent because they have not substituted. They have the more tired legs most likely, but also, depending on where you think the momentum was, the break in momentum, for the Panthers, I guess, who had that flourish of opportunity right there at the end. So it's obviously stuff like this is difficult, but first and foremost, we obviously hope the injured player is okay.
He's up, but he's getting assistance on both sides.
Yeah, trainer John's down there with him, and they're helping him to the sideline.
Okay. Sportsmanlike applause, and Linsly, looks like Linsly's going to set the ball back in. We'll see where the referee spots the ball.
That should be the equivalent of like a goal kick, I would guess.
Yeah.
I guess they're going out a little bit further than that.
So our last 6 minutes here in this second half, we're going to have Robbie Merritt and Pat Davis up front. In the midfield, we've got Mike McCurry, and we've got Matt Wilson, and we've got Joey Palladino with Vince DeLomo anchor in the center. On the back, we've got David Steen, Chris Burke, Danny Poljak, and Stevie Kyle. Mark Hass is a goalkeeper, carrying a shutout in with 6 minutes left.
And as the number 9 Panthers look to hold on to a 1-0 lead here in the last 6 minutes, same stuff we talked about. You've got to stay aggressive, got to keep trying to generate opportunities and keep in the attack mode, all the while not committing too many numbers forward. I think they've done a good job of balancing it lately.
Okay, it's turned into a goal kick all the way back on the 6. He's setting it up. Referees are set to whistle. Keeper sends it out. Vince DeLomo chests it down.
Good
the Panthers
possession.
have possession. Over the top, Pat Davis cutting in on an angle. Matt Wilson makes the attempt. Like you say, we hope that this little break doesn't give this team life.
Dave Steen, nice little touch over. We're still battling. Now it's dropped back. He still carries. Nice little touch to the outside.
Chris
Oh,
Burke
very
stepped
nice
in
from Burke.
nicely. Ball. Robbie Merritt came under him. Linsly get the call coming back in.
I think Robbie had a high elbow there, trying to shield his body from the collision. They're going to call him for the bow, and this will be a Linsly free kick here inside the 40 on the football field.
Linsly player begging for 10. Joey Palladino steps back, sends the ball into the box.
It's dangerous.
Headed wide left.
Very nice diving header there. He got pretty good action behind it, but just wide. Mark Hass was actually there and in really good position, but that was a pretty good link up there, actually.
Again, the man they're looking for is Swatari, number 8.
No, I can't. I don't have enough good things to say about him. He's really done a great job. He's created almost all the dangerous opportunities. Poljak playing forward. The Panthers are on sides. Merritt has it. Can Merritt take a shot? He's going to fire. Nice save by the Linsly goalie. Very excellent save.
The defender covered up so Joey Palladino wasn't able to get to the rebound.
Boy, Merritt hit that pretty well, very sharply and low. Linsly keeper did a really nice job keeping it out of the net and then controlling the rebound enough so that his defender could protect him there. Boy, that was very close to making it 2-0.
In the last 3 or 4 minutes, we've finally gotten some shots on goal, made this goalkeeper work.
McCurry, he gets a head flick on. The Panthers are once again on. He's coming
Rolling
way out of
outside.
his net.
Real close to the far left hash marks.
His punt is high, just over midfield. It's going to hit the ground. They're trying to go forward here, is Linsly. Touch forward. This is dangerous. Mark Hass,
out.
great stuff.
And they tried to buy that one again. Mark went chest to chest with the forward.
I mean, it's his right to the ball, and it's a long kick. Played forward. Nice checking back McCurry. Good hustle. Kyle, can he keep it in? He will. He touches over. Uh-oh. Don't want to turn it over there. Kyle stays with him. They're still playing with it. Touch. They do keep it in. Trying to go up the middle here.
Settled by Matt Wilson.
He's onside.
Oh, it's Joey Palladino open. Goalkeeper stepped out. Chip it over, Joe.
Oh, boy.
He had the chip shot. All he had to do was get it on net.
Again, the goalie was in no man's land. He couldn't decide whether he wanted to come out or stay back, and Joey did have the chip. The ball was bouncing a little bit, and, boy, all he had to do was just put it on cage. Sure he would want that one back.
We just went under 3 minutes.
That's a foul on Vince DeLomo. Got his chicken wing out there on the 50-50 ball. Will be a Linsly free kick here. Got 2.5 left. St. Clair leads 1-0 over Linsly.
Reset at the 40-yard line on Linsly's side of the field.
They're going to go long with this one. Burke goes up, couldn't quite get there.
David Steen brings it back.
It's still loose. Everybody's battling. Touch forward. Uh-oh. Lindsay's got it loose in the box. Mark cast out. Very nice.
Slide.
That's good communication, much better stuff. Mark said that's my ball, showing his senior leadership on senior night, and that's exactly what you saw.
Nice long drop kick.
And to the outside, which I like also.
Pat plays a header right to himself. Nice stuff.
That's excellent because Panthers can take their time here, resetting on the throw-in.
As Coach LeBeau says, that's instant offense.
Yeah, exactly. And here comes Danny Poljak up to take it. He's got the long throw for the Panthers.
Clock in favor of the Panthers, 1.5 minutes left.
Oh, it's loose. Palladino, he's got one. Joey Palladino. The ball. Boy, I think that somebody got a head on it. I don't know if it was a defender or a Panther flicking it to him.
It was definitely a defender.
Yeah, and Joey Palladino ran on it, and he's been, as we've talked about, alone at the far post several times just waiting for that cross. This time he capitalized. He probably still had that one a minute ago in his head. Did not miss this time. Beautiful stuff. 2-0 Panthers on Joe Palladino's 3rd goal of the season.
That goal comes at 1:26 left in the second half. So, again, it's played possession ball. Send it deep. Everything goes forward for the Panthers. Desperation now for the Linsly.
Panther goal scored by Joey Palladino.
Going forward, Wilson dives, controls, possesses. Linsly gets here. They're going to try to get it. He's going to try to find it. Jeez!
Oh, did he have a nice hit on that ball?
That is an unbelievably strong strike from that far out. How he blistered that one. It went harmlessly over the crossbar, but a dangerous strike.
Not knowing the stats, but he's a goal scorer.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say he is a goal scorer, yes.
Okay, we're under a minute right now. Mark taking the goal kick. Sends it up nicely. Joey Palladino brings it down. Miscommunication there, being pushed by the Linsly player. and we're going the other way. We're taking our time for the setup, which is good strategy. 30 seconds ticking down. Chris Burke will take the direct kick from our 30-yard line coming out.
Looks like Chris is just going to play long ball up the wing here. Oh, it
did
skips
that
through.
feather through. Nicely done. Joey's on the outs. Oh.
And Joey's offsides. But it's kind of irrelevant at this point. We got 10 seconds left.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's going to do it as the Panthers move to 9-4-1 overall. Got a nice little winning streak going here. The momentum clearly on their side as they head into the home stretch here. And they celebrate senior night with a 2-0 victory over Linsly. Bob, your thoughts?
Well, again, two teams evenly matched, same type of style. We settled the ball down, made our chances count late in the game here to make it a 2-0 game. Mark's 8th shutout, and we're keeping this momentum running from Char Valley to this game here. We'll see next week Cannon Mac and Trinity before we see Peters at the end. So we've got a great chance. 2 games behind Peters, tie with Chartiers Valley. We're looking for some help, but we're playing well.
Absolutely. It's good to be trending well as you head towards the playoffs, and the Panthers are doing just that. They've really started to play their best soccer, and the other part is they're really capitalizing on their opportunities, which seems to be the key here.
Okay, we appreciate everyone's help here on senior night. Again, multi-camera shots. Gavin, nice working with you.
Always a pleasure.
And we'll take this 2-0 loss to the bank.